Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. As some of you know on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Keikun's Path. So, let's see how this match between you and Kokonose goes, shall we? Anyway, y'all, please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes of my entertaining. Let's jump right in. Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Okay. Huh? He sticks his tongue out at me, making a weird, high-pitched sound. I don't like it. Just call me Yuya. But... So, Yuichi-san, it's really nice to meet you again. I knew you'd make it all the way to the finals. When I saw the draw for the tournament, I got really excited knowing that I'd face you in the finals. It gave me even more incentive to try hard. That's nice to know. Ugh, I'm getting swallowed up by his pace. What is this weird sense of deja vu? Is he another June type of person? Rowdy and boisterous? I don't think I could deal with two of those. Excuse me, Kokona... Yuya. He cuts me off before I can even finish saying his name. Fine, Yuya, jeez, how demanding. Is it time for the match to start already and I didn't notice? No, there's still 2 minutes until that. I just wanted to say hi. He flashes me a big, toothy grin and I can't help but feel grumpy and annoyed. I get wanting to say hi, but interrupting another player when he's trying to concentrate? That's just dirty. I see. Well, Yuya... But man, oh man, I can't believe I actually get to play against you. I've been looking up to you for years now. You're my idol. Yeah, but... I guess I need to apologize beforehand. You see, I kind of copied your style a teeny bit. Nothing major, really. I just couldn't help but to pay homage to my favorite. Oh, but, so don't worry, I've changed it to suit me over the years, so oh my god, by the way, my sister told... Okay, I get it, you're very excited, but Jesus, take a breather here and there. You're gonna run yourself out of air. Oh, sorry, I guess I got overexcited. I'd been rehearsing what I'd say when I finally met you for reals, but I ended up getting so nervous and words kept coming out. Yeah, I get you. It can be rough dealing with Which is funny, actually, because I'm usually pretty good at dealing with... Hey! His eyes widen a little at my sudden shout. My voice just came out much higher than I expected. Still, Yuya merely smiles, bashfully scratching his cheek. Oops, sorry, there I go running my mouth again. It's just that the last time we met, I never really got to talk to you since I was running errands with a friend. I really wanted to get to know you. Don't you think that doing it minutes before the finals is a bit of, bad timing? I guess. It's just that I didn't think you'd feel like talking to me after the match. Why not? I have no problem talking to my opponents after our matches. As long as they're not a headache, that is. Well, I just didn't think you'd want to talk to me after I took your title from you is all. What did he just say? Wait, did you just say that... I said that I'm gonna win. Yeah. Huh? People say you should never meet your heroes, but in my case, I'm ready to kick my hero's ass. No offense. None taken. Wow, my mind has completely gone blank. I have no idea how to answer this guy. I just stand here, awkwardly gaping. Seriously, the balls of this guy, interrupting his opponent while he's concentrating before the match just to nonchalantly call himself the winner? Listen, Yuya-kun, I really think I need some time to focus before the match. Excuse me, Michimai and Kokonose, the match is about to start. Please go to the court. Oh, yay, I've been looking forward to this. Yuya-kun dashes to his bag, fishing a racket from inside and rushing to the net. Perfect. I turn around to get my things from my bag and... Yuichi-san, good luck! I see the guy standing on the other side of the fence, directly behind my bench, enthusiastically waving at me and smiling. Yuichi, do your best! Yuichi-san, go get revenge for me! Aniki, don't lose! Jeez, these guys, they're drawing so much attention to themselves with all the shouting. One second. The umpire is now glaring in their overall direction, yet they don't seem to care. Shouldn't at least one of them be at Saya's match right now? I won't let those things bother me. I smile at them, waving back with all the enthusiasm I can muster. What's important is that they're all here cheering me on, and I can't disappoint them. Making my way to the center of the court, I stand in front of the net, facing Yuya-kun directly. He continues smiling at me the whole time, which I find a little disconcerting. We shall initiate a warm-up. Players may exchange shots for 3 minutes. We both go to opposite sides of the court. The umpire throws one of us a ball, and we begin lightly tapping it back to the other side, trying different shots. After a minute and a half, we switch sides and doing it all over again. Once we're done, the umpire calls us back to the center of the court. Shall we use a coin toss to decide who gets to serve? We both nod. Michimaya will be heads. Kokonose will be tails. Heads. Michimaya, do you wish to serve first? Yeah, I'll take the first serve. Good. I'm always glad to start by serving. At least this way I can put a dent on the score difference first. and hopefully deal some psychological damage. In that case, I think I'll stay on this side of the court. Very well. May the players take their positions then. I'm handed 2 balls, and I slip one inside my pocket. Without delay, the 2 of us prepare ourselves to start playing. I take my position behind the service line and start bouncing the ball. I take deep breaths, trying to get a feel for how my body is responding. Okay, my muscles don't seem like they're too tight right now. I guess I'm still feeling pretty good despite not getting much sleep. Time to take away this tournament in one fell swoop. I hit a flat serve, trying to go as close to the lines as I can. I'm shooting for a service ace. Yukon reacts almost immediately, chasing after the ball with the agility of a wild beast. When I see him reach the ball, my breathing catches in my throat, my eyes going wide at the unexpected sight. My first few serves are almost always aces. How did he... Oof! Yukon hits the ball with full power, sending it back at high speed. Luckily for me, the ball hits the net, never managing to cross over to my side. 15-0. So close. Yukon kicks at the ground in annoyance, looking at the ball rolling on the floor. It's only then that I snap back to reality and realize that I've been frozen in place this whole time. This is weird. I know I wasn't just underestimating him when I thought that he wouldn't be able to reach the ball, but usually whenever a new player plays against me, he needs time to adjust to my serve. This guy, he reacted instantly to one of my fastest serves as if it was nothing. In fact, the only reason he missed was because he put too much power into the ball. I'm really actually surprised that Yu was surprised by that, because he should know that this person has copied his style, and that this person probably knows that he serves wicked aces, or wicked serves. So yeah. You're dumb sometimes, good lord. No, I can't let this get to me. Yukon is a very intuitive player. I noticed that from the videos long ago, and Keisuke confirmed it to me this morning. You have to keep in mind that he's the type to take reckless risks. He's going to try to score with every single shot, so get ready to have him return your serves with as much power as he can, is what Keisuke said. It hadn't really hit me how true his words were until I saw this. Right now, he was definitely aiming for a return ace. If I give this guy even the tiniest of openings, he's going to blow my defense apart. Alright, give him no quarter. I try to blow away this feeling of discomfort that's taking over me. Blow it away with my next serve! This time I go for a slice that quickly escapes to the side. If he's going to try to push me back with power, then I'll make sure to make my serve extra slippery so he won't be able to control the ball all that well. As I was expecting him to return the ball like he did the last time, my whole body tensed up in anticipation, preparing to start running in whatever direction he sent the ball. Instead, and to my surprise, Yukon froze as soon as the ball began to curve, merely watching as it passed him by. Eh? How? It curves that much? Didn't look like that in the videos. 30-0. God, I was so busy admiring the shot that I forgot to return it. Yukon immediately ran back to his receiving position to prepare himself for the next serve. This guy's really odd. No distractions. I've got to keep my head in the game. The spin on my last serve caught him by surprise, and how about... I try to impart as much topspin as I can into my next serve. The ball should bounce closer to the net and then kick up at a sharp angle. If he isn't careful, he might miss the timing to return. Huh? Just as I imagined, Yukon completely misses the timing and ends up hitting the air with his racket. Huh? I think I'm dimly aware of the fact that I'm gaping right now. 40-0. Nikita pouts, filling with the strings of his racket. Was that first return just a fluke? It didn't look like it, but... Well, it doesn't matter right now. It looks like I'll be able to run away with the first game, so I should just focus on that. The first set won by Michimaya. Game count? First set won by Michimaya. Game count 6-4. Huh, that went well. I throw myself on top of my bench, taking the opportunity to sip on some of the energy drinks that I brought with me. This is weird. His way of playing has left me completely confused. There are times when he seems like he might completely overwhelm me, and then out of nowhere that feeling fades. I still feel incredibly uncomfortable playing against him, but it seems like I had no reason to. To be honest, I don't even know how he could have beaten Keikun so easily. I can imagine the two having a close match, but not overwhelming defeat. And yet, the fur on my neck is still standing on attention. Every nerve in my body is telling me to be careful. I feel like I'm being hunted by a wild animal. Looking over to Yukon, I can't see his face as he's completely covered his head with a towel. He's tapping his leg a lot. Is he nervous? Maybe his nerves have been getting to him, and he hasn't been able to play his best. Regardless, my only concern right now should be winning this. If I can take the second set as easily as I did the first, then this match shouldn't last one more hour. It's time. Will the players please return to the court? Those were some quick 2 minutes. Oh, Yukon should be the one to serve next. As soon as my eyes meet up with Yu's, my whole body tenses up. His eyes are completely different from before. His pupils have dilated so much he really does look like a wild beast right now. Is this all because of his focus? Because if so, that's some serious concentration power right there. Just to err on the side of caution, I decided to take one step back for his first serve. I'd be giving up my super offensive position, but at least I'll have more time to react to his serve. I take my position and prepare myself. Once it's clear that we're both ready to resume play, Yukon tosses the ball up high to start his serve and... Huh? What just happened? Just like that, everyone has suddenly gone silent. Yukon's positioning... Wait, he already served? I turn around and see the ball stuck in one of the fence's chain links. What? How's the ball already there? How could he serve so fast? I barely had time to react to it. That serve was just as fast as Murasaki-san's fastest serve. Even the umpire seems to be at a loss. He's staring at the ball, completely dumbfounded. Hey, shouldn't you be making the call? Yukon calls his attention, and only then does he seem to snap back to reality. Right, I'm sorry. 15-0. Did you see how fast that ball went? Holy shit, it was even faster than Yuichi's. How can a no-name player serve that fast? And he's pretty good, too. Ugh, the crowd is suddenly being so noisy. It's like a dam suddenly broke, and now their voices are even louder than before. I can barely hear my own thoughts over all the voices. Silence, please. The match will resume. At the umpire's behest, the spectators stopped shouting so much. But it looks like Yukon wasn't bothered by it in the slightest. In fact, it's almost as if he didn't notice them at all. He was already in his position, ready to serve again. His concentration is really scary. Shit, I'm starting to feel uneasy again. What the hell is with that serve? Is he going to start serving like that every time now? What was even the catalyst? It's too sudden a change to have come out of nowhere. Yuichi-san seems to be struggling to keep up with his opponent. Even though he was doing so well in the first set, it seems as if with every passing point, it becomes harder and harder for him to keep up. Shit! It's really starting. Starting? What do you mean? I turned to look at Keisuke-san, confused by his words. It's the same thing that happened to you, isn't it, Urishihara? Yeah, I thought that it wouldn't happen again since Kokonose didn't show any signs of it in the first set, but... Didn't show any signs of what? What's going on? So this is what it was. Oh, is this June talking? Ugh. Even Akiyushi-kun mumbled something out. When I looked over to him, his face was scrunched up in a look of worry. Even you, Akiyoshi-kun? What are you guys talking about? Just then the sound of a ball hitting the fence echoed loudly, making me yelp. Game won by Kokonose, 4-1. Oh, so you noticed it too, Michimaya-san. Akiyoshi-kun nodded. To be honest, I didn't notice anything at first, but I walked in on Aniki watching his videos quite frequently, and sometimes I stuck around to watch them too. Aniki was always going on about having a bad feeling whenever he watched them. I kept saying that he felt like something was wrong. I didn't really understand what he was going on about, but seeing it in person is a whole other story. What's wrong? Is there something wrong with the match? His switch is flipped. His switch? Shuichi nodded without offering any other explanation. Can someone just tell me what's going on here? Not exactly, but I suppose that's one way to put it. The thing is, it's really hard to notice watching from a video, but seeing it in person allows you to notice a lot of new details that you couldn't otherwise. And playing against him allows you to notice even more. But then again, Yuichi-san has always been a little slow in the uptake, so maybe he hasn't realized it yet. To put it bluntly, Kokonose is improving as the match goes along. Improving? You mean he's getting better? Keisuke-san nods. He looks almost somber. At a very rapid pace, I might add. The same thing happened when I played against him. At first, I wasn't having much trouble against him, but then out of nowhere, as if he had flipped a switch, he changed completely. From this point on, his reactions are going to start getting faster and faster. His shots are going to get stronger and much more accurate, and strategies will start failing against him one after the other. It's as if he's entered a state of rapid growth in the middle of the match. I've heard that very talented players could do that, but I've never seen it in person before. Wait, so you're saying that, like, he's learning how to deal with Yuichi-san just like that? Game won by Kokonose, 5-3. The three of them seem to be so focused on the match that they're not even paying attention to what I'm saying anymore. Damn it, this hurts to watch. Hey! I wave my hands in front of Keisuke-san's face to try to get his attention. He grabs my wrists and pushes my hands down. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. I tried to tell Yuichi-san before the match, but He just dismissed my worries, saying that there's no way something like that could happen in real life. Huh. Figures. He's such a thick-headed idiot sometimes. Not to mention the lack of self-awareness. He used to be that exact type of player. Yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I caught a few glimpses of it when those players visited us from the US, but nothing at this level. Shuichi-san nods. When Murasaki visited, Yuichi definitely took a few steps forward, but he's nowhere near the level he was back in middle school. It's like he's been stagnating ever since. He used to be just like this boy he's playing against right now. He'd improved tremendously whenever he played against a strong opponent. Back then, he always had this look on his face as if he was having loads of fun. The harder the match, the better. I tried taking a better look at his face, but I can't see any of what Shuichi-san is talking about. To me, it looks like he's just in pain. Shuichi-san nods again. He's crossing his arms so tightly that his claws are starting to leave scratch marks on his own skin. But whoa, Shuichi-san, stop that! I pull his arms apart as he takes some time to examine them. Good. Looks like he didn't get so far as to break the skin. There's no bleeding. Oh, didn't even notice. But yeah, right now Yuichi is a completely different guy from who he was 3 years ago. In fact, watching his opponent reminds me of how he used to play a lot more than watching him does. It's ironic. I don't really remember a lot from 3 years ago. My memories are kind of fuzzy. I guess I wasn't very attentive back then. But I remember Aniki started to grow more and more frustrated ever since his first year in middle school. Eventually he just gave up, but he didn't have the guts to admit that he gave up, so he just kept trying in name only. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yuichi's skills have barely improved at all since 3 years ago. When Murasaki came from the US, and again when he started partnering up with Urushihara, I thought that maybe he'd turn around, but he always went right back to the starting point as soon as it felt like that spark might have been coming back. Crap. He's getting really overwhelmed by Kokinosuke right now. If he doesn't do something quick. Ah! Well, I wasn't looking. I hear a sound as if something had been dropped. When I turn to look, everyone's faces are plastered with shock. Damn it, what's going on here? The first set was so easy, but now it feels like a completely different person. His reactions have been steadily getting faster since the beginning of the second set. It's getting harder and harder to score points. It's like he suddenly leveled up in every single parameter by a whole lot. I am stuck in a defending position, about 3 steps from the baseline. Where I am, I have no hope of counterattacking. I'm just trying to stick out to the point for as long as I can in the hopes that I can turn this around. Yuka hits another ball full of topspin directly to my backhand. 1 second, guys. Okay. Am I just imagining things, or has he been aiming for my backhand a whole lot more since the start of the second set? Shit, has he realized that I don't have as much accuracy with it? Not only that, his topspin shots are different somehow. The timing to returning them has gotten a lot more tricky. It's like every single shot has a wildly different amount of spin from the last. Alright, yeah, I'm going to pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!